Let's just switch over early. Hello, hello. It's another short stream today. Honestly, this one might only be like an hour, but I promised I would say I would go to trains today. We'll see if we actually make it. But I did promise that. Let's see, what do we need? Ooh, productivity module two are a lot more expensive than productivity module ones. That makes sense. Hey, let's get all of these things. Because we do have access to space science now, and it's not actually terribly expensive. I feel like we should buffer it, right? Because we don't have that many assembling machines. Let's add a filter just in case. What side of the belt is it on? It's on the inside belt. So we want it over here. Perfect. Okay. So we need a filter inserter. Actually, no, we'll not use a filter inserter. We'll use a splitter, so that way it doesn't matter what side things are on. Oh, that's why shortcuts aren't working. There we go. So we'll just use this and we'll downgrade it. Or we could, honestly, we could just keep it as a red belt. It wouldn't make a huge difference. And then whatever else we can put there. Will this work? What side of the belt do you go on? Oh, cool. That will work. Nope, now it's on the wrong side of the belt. Okay. Hmm. How do I force this to side load? Technically works? No, I don't like that. I don't like that one at all. We're just gonna put the chest in a different spot. So that way we don't have to think about it. There you go. See, much nicer. It takes up way more space and is way worse, but it does work. Or it probably works. Oh wow, we are not producing that much space science though. What is it limited by? Speed modules. Wait, hold up. That's not good. Okay, sulfur is actually running low, so we probably need to add more sulfur assemblers. That's a really easy thing to solve though. Well, it's almost an easy thing to solve. So if we didn't really leave much space for expansion here, we could do it awkwardly on the side, I guess. Yeah, this will technically work. I don't like it, but it does work. We could also do speed mods. Let's do speed mods. Because I don't really see a clean line there. And I would rather just speed it up by 60% pretty lazily. Actually, speed mods are more important. There we go. Okay. What do beacons cost? Beacons are expensive. What's this? Umbrella beam defense umbrella thingy. I added a lot more words than it says. Oh, there they are. There are the words. I wonder if this is like an upgraded. Oh yeah, it looks like an upgraded meteor thing. It's meteor. Okay, never mind. It's not meaty. It's made of organic. Or it's not made of organic stuff. It's made of metals. Okay, oil seems good. I really need to follow this chain to why we're low on. We're very low on green chips. We're not producing them at all. Okay, something is definitely broken here. This isn't just our balance is off. Okay, we just completely rotated the belt. That makes a lot more sense. Um, where was it? Gosh, I already lost it. Let's fall back. I think it was somewhere in the middle. Yeah, and this is why spaghetti bases can be rough sometimes. There we go. I was at the wrong. I saw like a long chain of assemblers and thought it was the mall, but it was this multi-cylinder engine one. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. I was trying really hard to not have this be a problem. I thought I fixed this. I'm very confused. Oh, wait, did it used to just do that? Oh, it used to just, okay, it used to just side load. That makes a lot more sense. I remember I was trying to make it come onto the other side, but it didn't work, and I guess I never reverted it back to the original design. There we go. Okay, now we should start getting... I don't know what we're going to start getting, actually. How are our robots? Oof, robots are not really producing at all. What are they limited by? Oh, right, nothing was producing because of the green chip shortage. Okay, well that should fix a lot of problems. I don't know if these need to be red belts or not. I feel like for balance purposes they do because of all the splitters. So let's upgrade it so that way we can okay, yeah, because this is more than one belt, so we should definitely upgrade it considering how many times we split it off. I think we still get enough stone tablets. We might not because of the belt shortage, but that should fix it. Okay, and that'll give us more stone tablets, which I think will also improve our heat shielding significantly. Which means we might just need to upgrade this entire setup. Which is a lot more belt than I thought it was when I started doing this. But this is the heat shielding that goes all the way to, or sorry, these are the tablets that go all the way to heat shielding. So we need to make sure they're actually running as best as they could. We could also just, make more, probably right here if we need. Because I think we might need a supplement, because this isn't a full belt. So we could supplement it probably with another assembler here and send it side loading. Or never mind, never mind. That's not a problem. Okay, and then what's happening with the copper is I'm assuming we're not getting enough. So oh yeah, because we're splitting something. Actually, no, that's not splitting off copper, but we're still not getting enough. Okay, that should hopefully fix our green chip bottlenecks. Hopefully we have enough copper to support it too. I don't think we run things very constantly, so it's not as big of a problem as it seems. It's definitely not great. Like, we should be getting more copper, because, yeah, we're just splitting off from one really long lane, which will definitely cause problems eventually. Wait, was that a yellow belt I saw? Nope. I thought I saw a yellow here, which would have messed up pretty much everything. This doesn't have to be red belt, but I figured it might as well be. Like, if everything else in front of it is red belt, we might as well use 4 more red belts to make it pretty. Especially if we end up upgrading it later, it would be nice for them to be the same color. Roboports, we definitely need to start making more of. Let's do, like, 5? That's going to be really expensive. What's that going to take up? Steel? Let's do 4. Because we're going to start using rails, which means we need to get... Technically, we don't need to do a robot chain all the way there. But, I mean, it's only... That's only like 20 roboports, right? Or 50? No, it's like 10 to 20 roboports. That's not too bad. It would take forever to build. We might just do the first one by hand. Maybe we could do like, maybe we could try like a builder train approach or Spidertron approach at some point. Wait, are Spidertrons even a thing? I don't know if Spidertrons are even a thing in space exploration. I imagine they exist, but I don't know if they exist within like a reasonable time frame for me to ever consider using them on this planet. Okay, so we have that. I think this is actually enough rails. We should have everything else we need. Yeah, we're just going to go build the network by hand. And to do that, let's see. Let's enable trash slots. We're going to need to grab a lot of belts, maybe red belts. Let's see, we could use warehouses. Warehouses, I think, are the size of a train. That really helps with balance, actually. Because you don't have to balance six chests. That's actually, yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, we'll crest warehouses. We also need, like, I don't know, probably 150 mining drills. Something like that. This stuff we can grab by hand pretty easily. Let's see. I don't think we need any of these for our first rough train. But it would be nice. See, we don't need solid fuel. We do need a place to fuel up the train. We'll probably just use whatever is nearby. Although we don't really have space to like put a train. I think what we'll end up doing is we'll have the train unload like here. I don't know. There's really not a good spot. Our base was not designed with trains in mind, but I think that's the fun part, right? The suffering from not thinking ahead like that. Also, I could definitely use some radars. Oh, we'll just craft what we got. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, where did I actually make trains? Okay, 5. I don't think we need double header ones. Maybe we could. We could either do... I like 2 and 8 trains, but on the other hand, they're kind of rough because they leave so much less room for you to do things. Because, like, you know, it takes up like 50,000 tiles if you try to make something long enough. So maybe I'll do like a 1 to 4. Call it good. Or a double header so I can go both ways for the first track. Nah, that would be it. Actually, that's not necessarily a bad idea for this one iron train to get it up earlier. Just make it one direction, so that way I can tell people I got trains. And then there's really no reason to connect this one to the train network. That's completely silly. So yeah, we'll just do a terrible train system right there with a double-headed train, and it will be awesome. And I can say I did trains and stop being a compulsive liar about it. And then we can actually make it better. But as long as I get something, my title is not a lie, and I can live and I can live with that. Okay. So we need a... Did we not grab train stops? Did we really not grab train stops? We opened the chest like 3 times. Fine, we'll handcraft them. Okay, there we go. This is a perfect spot for a train that I definitely won't forget later. It's going to have to be one-sided for the output because we didn't leave space for anything else, unsurprisingly. We also need fuel, which we'll just get from here. Perfect. Look at that, it fits very nicely. Yeah, this is not an upgradable train system. Hey, look, we got Gotlap. Or no, we definitely did not get Gotlap. We got the basic one. Got LAN. Getting on track like a noob. Build a train in under 12 hours. Actually, no, I think most people build trains faster than this in like vanilla Factorio. Or modded Factorio. Most people are not terrified of trains like I am, I think. Well, actually, I don't know that for sure. I feel like I avoid them a lot. Yes, trains. Iron. Unload. Is it a good train? No. Is it expandable in any way? Definitely not. 5x to differ. Okay, that's true. There are some modded ones which probably I outpaced. Trains locked behind ultra space science, so you're forced to use regular conveyor belts for the whole game. Is what I imagine it's like. I really like being able to output. This part is really cool. No, I like this a lot. Being able to output into like 4 warehouses. Yeah, I hope I don't complete the game slower than just a regular Pyanodons. That would be... I feel like that would be slightly crushing. City blocks definitely seem smart. Very expandable. Oh, and then you proceeded to never use them. Well, that's a bit different. Um, do I need to balance these? I'm not really sure. I probably should. Yeah, that's a good goal. Let's do faster than Pyanodons. There we go. Do we need to balance train inputs? I feel like I should. How do you make a balancer? Is it like this? Wait, no, that doesn't work, does it? Is that right? Or is it the other way? I feel like this is not right. I feel like it's almost right. Am I just missing the balancer? Am I just missing these? Is that what makes it right? I think this looks like what I remember. Unless I reversed a couple of the splitters. Okay, and I don't actually know where to send this. Maybe we'll just have to shift all of the smelting to the left and call it good. We could upgrade this smelting. Does this get split anywhere? Wow, we just have a completely idle smelting lane. Is this right? Woo! Yay, I can do a basic balancer. Nice. Okay, so I guess there's two options right now. The easiest one is to just connect them here. I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect, right? As long as it just doesn't only take from one, I think I'm happy. So even if it's like only 40% balanced, that's more than 0%. Like that's the important thing. As long as this lane can end over here, if things get bad, we're good. That could also just be denial talking. Gosh, this is so many lanes. What if we upgrade these to red belt? I don't know if that would be a good idea, because I would like to eventually be able to upgrade these to all red belts. So I was gonna say we could save belt by doing all red belts here, but then we don't have an upgrade path later. And maybe we would like an upgrade path. Maybe. It's hard to say. But there's a chance it could be nice. Okay, so we connected two of the lanes. That's something. What even is this? Steel lane? Oh, that's a pretty important one. And then honestly only one of these needs to run, but we should probably connect it to both. Well, we're gonna regret this so much later. Okay, how can we get this over there? Okay, so we have this path here we can take, and then we have this path here, which I don't really like, but they're functional. Okay, there we go. This is looking real like a big old plate of spaghetti for sure. Okay. Uh, yes, we started rocket science, and then nothing produced for like half an hour because we turned a belt somewhere, or accidentally replaced a belt with an underground. So we were not getting any bots. We weren't getting any speed modules for like rocket science. We weren't getting any red chips. Fortunately, we had enough buffered for most things that it didn't cause a ton of problems, but we definitely idled a lot of our stuff. But now we're telemetry limited, so it's not too bad. I'll need to check what our rocket is limited by to see if there's anything we can increase easily. Like, I know it's limited by RCUs by a factor of like 70%. I just don't know if it's something we can fix. What if we just add this here? Can I make splitters? Could I get some splitters bots, please and thank you? That would make this so much easier. For now, I guess we'll just copy this. Wait, that's rotated the wrong way. That's fine. We can just sideload one and it should be okay. Bots will probably place that fast enough. I don't think it's gonna break the game if we idle everything for a few seconds. And then I don't know what this lane is. Oh, okay. Never mind, I know what that lane is. And then we'll just perfect. Wait, that's not. Is this an iron lane? What is this lane? Oh yeah, it used to be an iron lane. Are these things worth reclaiming? I feel like they are. Maybe not the belts. Is there does this mod not have something to auto reclaim drills? Because that would be cool. I know there are mods that exist for that. Unless it's like one of the entity options. But I imagine it's just not on here. Probably not. I could install the mod though. That would be very nice. Yeah, we got productivity modules, which are nice. I do want to put productivity twos in a couple key resources, which I think we can do fairly easily. It might have to be by hand, depending on where productivity modules are produced. Actually, these are not that far off from each other. It's only like one prod assembler, but I think we can make this work, especially if we do an underground here. Okay, those are in the way. It's gonna be annoying. Let's see, what can we get rid of? We do have prod ones in the silo. I want to get prod 2s. I might handcraft those so that way they get there, or that way we get them pretty fast. Okay, there we go. Prod 2s in the silo will be nice. Not a huge difference over prod 1s. Like, it's going to be like, what, a 2... What is that, 116 to 124 or something? Not a huge difference, but hey, it's basically free. What did bots just take from me? Oh, I forgot I request prod mods on at all times, but I cap how many I take, so bots didn't want me to change. Yeah, definitely worth it. There's little to no downsides because it's not like we're power limited for them, and we're definitely not resource limited. Or no, we're definitely resource limited. We're not time limited. Could I have taken a worse path? Probably. Definitely. I'm gonna say definitely could have been a worse path. But I think we're almost there. What is this belt? Can we do should we do belt weaving? I feel like I will 100% regret belt weaving here. What is this belt? Actually, no, what is that belt? Oh, it's steel. Okay, so steel is only on one side. Okay, that gives me an idea. It is it's an idea. I'm gonna regret it, but it works. Okay, so we take the steel, and then we split out the product productivity modules here. Does that work? There's not a great way to get it over this. Never mind, I don't like that at all. Normally I like piggybacking on belts, but I don't think I can make that one work cleanly. Let's try to get them through here instead. Oops, we deleted a lot of belts that I was not supposed to. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then we can just split this off. And go under. Yay, look at that. We have productivity 2s automated. I think. Don't know how fast, but it doesn't need to be fast. And then this will not be scalable to prod 3, so hopefully we have a better base by then. Because this is not gonna be upgraded. Because I can't see any way to get prod 3s out of this. Maybe we'll have logistic bots by then. Yeah, fortunately, I'm pretty good about not using upgrade planners if I do belt weaving, which is why I've pretty intentionally avoided belt weaving this run, because I figured there would be a time where I just want to upgrade an entire planet and then regret it. It is definitely a very real possibility that I made a mistake somewhere, but I think I've avoided belt weaving everywhere for that reason. The only reason we've used red belts instead of yellow in mixed places is if we need like an extra 6 tiles. But yeah, pretty sure we're safe, but who knows? There's hundreds of hours more to make mistakes, right? Well, I'm sure we'll make one at some point. Also, what are stack inserters? What do they cost? They are pretty cheap. I think we might upgrade our steel lane to be stack inserters. Actually, are they cheap enough to put in the mall? Hmm. Almost. It's a bit awkward. Let's see, we have red chips here. We could almost do stack inserters here, but not quite. We can extend them all, though. I'm sure we'll find... I'm sure there's red chips somewhere close by. Ideally, we would actually build them here and here. That's not a bad idea. No, that's not a bad idea at all, I don't think. Do we have inserters on this belt? Do fast inserters require inserters? They do, okay. We could take a lazy route and hand feed them. And then I'll figure out how to automate it later. I think that's not a bad idea. Because if we hand feed this a bunch of fast inserters and red chips, it'll probably make enough. Over time, that'll be okay. We set the recipe good. Let's grab some more fast inserters. Yeah, we're just gonna hand feed it whatever we got. Because I don't, it's either this or I go around looking for iron gears and all that stuff, and I don't really know where those are. But I do know where fast inserters are. And it's not like we're using a ton of stack inserters. Yeah, I did see I got the email. That there's a new Friday fax. Seems like what is that? What is that? Where did that come from? Seems like a pretty lightweight space exploration, which is pretty cool. But also a bit sad that it's not going to be out for another year. I mean, that's understandable. Although a bit surprising, because that wasn't at some point, weren't they expecting it to be out? Wait, hold on, I have to. I don't know what happened here. At some point, weren't they expecting it to be done by like the end of 2022? Oh no, what did we break? What did we break? Oh, I think whenever we were trying to get... No, I don't know how we broke that. That's a pretty easy fix, though. Assuming I did it correctly. I think I'm supposed to... Wait. Hold up. Oh, wait, did we never fix... Okay, so when we started the stream, we tracked down where we broke a line of electronic circuits, and apparently we broke it even better. You cry every day. They never announced the release date. Yeah, they just have like a vague, it'll probably be in a year. Which is, I imagine, a reasonable estimate. I mean, that's a decent length of time for something they announced. Like, it's been like, it was announced like 2 years ago at this point, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it actually was only a year away. It would be nice if it was closer, but you know. As long as it comes out at some point. And hey, that gives me a year to be the regular space exploration. Wait, is this not supposed to have anything on it? Why didn't this have a splitter? Why did I think this was an empty belt when I set this up? Oh, I thought it was an empty belt because we are so stone tablet limited. I assumed it would never make it all the way down, which now that I think about it is a really silly assumption. Okay, this should eventually work. No, it's never gonna work, is it? Oh my gosh, we are not producing enough steel at all. This is why we need the train. Like literally, this is exactly why we need the train. And then these were supposed to be stack inserters, which hopefully eventually get upgraded. We're just gonna upgrade everything to a red belt here, so that way we don't have to think about throughput until the split. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so we need more steel. Is everything else being used? Yeah, everything else is being used. The train mining expansion. Isn't there a mod that makes it that you live on a train? That one always seemed funny. You're happy that you can someday play an easier version of SpaceX? You tried SpaceX, got to space science, and got overwhelmed with interplanetary logistics? Yeah, that is something I am anticipating will happen to me as well. We'll see, but I would not be surprised if that happened. I am enjoying it at the moment. We'll see how things go whenever they get more complicated. We're gonna have to use medium electric poles for this, I think. Or medium or small, because we don't actually have any big electric poles to connect our train. Oh wait, what's this? What's this? How did we delete that? Interesting. Okay. So we have our nice little train upgraded to stack inserters because they definitely need to be. Except we won't have stack inserters at the outpost, which is silly. I wonder if it's easier if SE is combined with Factorio too. I feel like it's not. I remember someone said something that's easier in some way. Like late game is easier, but early game is harder. I haven't done it myself, but I have heard that before. That depends which part of the game you're at. Wait, can we throw grenades while we're in a train? Is that an easier solution? Yeah, we're just gonna throw grenades. And we're gonna destroy everything along the way. Also, we should probably put trains on the hotbar. You know, if we're planning to actually use them for a lot of different things, which will definitely happen. They need their own little spot to sit in. There we go. Hopefully that's everything I need to build the track. Oh, and grenades. You can never forget the grenades. Okay, and then we need more grenades. That's fine. That's not a nuclear power plant. If those blow up, it's not the end of the world. Like we're not blowing up our whole base, so it's fine. It would be funny if I was using that steam to power a nuke plant though. I like the risk. Wow, this is not a good way to build a train track. Where are we even going with this? In my mind, it was like a completely horizontal line, but I guess we'll have to turn it at the end. Not like it makes a big difference, but I was kind of hoping it would be like perfectly straight and horizontal. Also, I don't know if we didn't bring belts. We can't place the drills. But we have a nice train track to take back, which will 100% be faster than. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be faster to ride the train back than a fly, which is I think completely false. But maybe I don't really know how uh, how fast the jetpack is really. Oof, this is actually a lot of trees to break. Okay, let's use the jetpack. Oh, we can hit ourselves with the jetpack. Fun. Wait. Oh. Ooh, that's so nice. Oh, this is really good actually. No, I like this. This is a this is a very nice outpost. I didn't realize we were gonna get two tracks from it. Okay, so do we have to defend these? We'll probably have to defend these. We need to get I was hoping to get flamethrowers at some point. Flamethrowers would be good. Laser turrets would also be good, so just for defending outposts. Because I don't want to have to figure out how to get ammo over here. I mean, we could have put strain. Irony, nice. That's a good one. Okay, it sure would be nice if we had belts on us. Can we make a mining light out of entirely underground belts and splitters and rails? I mean, I guess you can make it out of just rails. I don't think it's a good idea, but technically that is possible. I mean, it's a good idea when you have like infinite productivity bonuses. Don't think it's a good idea when I have like two. Ordinarily, I would not have used a train for these patches, but fine, we'll just destroy it. I was using too many grenades. Ordinarily, I would not use a train for a patch like this, but I got too many requests to use trains, and I put it off for like 10 hours, so I figured we should get a really bad train so that way I can alleviate the masses. Because we've gotten lots of requests. It's literally just a straight line, and it's gonna go back and forth. It's a very good train. Maybe we should have made it accelerate faster if we're gonna do it like this. It's not a bad idea. Okay. That's a good spot. And then warehouses. It's not a functional train yet, but yeah, you did. I was pressured into building a train. It was a success. Oh yeah, these are real nice. Wait, is that the right spot? No, it's not. It needs to be one tile more. It's really hard to... I can tell where the bottom gap is. I cannot tell where the top gap is. It's very trippy. Okay, we need stack inserters here. For now, we'll stick with fast inserters because that's what we have. Oh, we barely even have those. Never mind. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. We don't have to like balance anything. Wow, warehouses are really nice for trains. Or anything where you might have to balance lanes. Biters are enabled. I generally play modded stuff with default settings. We've just we did a lot of base pushing. But they're default. Oh wait, those are gonna be in the way of everything. There we go. That should be better. Yeah, all the default settings. Well, default space exploration settings. We did give ourselves queue. That's the only thing we changed. But map generation is all default and stuff. Should we use this? Oh, we could totally use this now that we have it built. Perfect. And then we can do one here, which, yeah, probably comes from that side. Perfect. We might upgrade these to red belt at some point. I don't really know. It probably doesn't matter. We did get rocket research, unless you mean the other rocket research, but we got rocket science yesterday. But a lot of it just depends on map generation and also how aggressively you attack biters. Like we had a fair amount of biters that we cleared yesterday. We spent like an hour just destroying bases. Q should definitely be Factorio default. Like it's such a nice thing. I wonder if it's so people don't get overwhelmed, but it sure would be nice if it was default. Also, did I place this in the right spot? I didn't actually check before I placed all the warehouses. Yes, okay. I don't know if it's possible to place them wrong. No, it totally would have been possible. Yeah. Okay, we got lucky. Iron load. Perfect. Okay, we have a train. We kind of have a mining outpost. Not really. We'll need to come back. No LTN. That's the logistics train network thing. No, we don't have that. Currently, I've never used a train at all, like pretty much ever. So I wasn't even sure if we would get to trains in any form. So it didn't occur to me to install something like that. Oh, this is fast. Oh, this is real nice. Wait, can I fly off the track? What happens if I keep going forward? No. Well, you can kind of go off the track. Huh, that's cool. Trains are nice. I was hoping maybe I would just like keep going because I knew momentum could carry you slightly off the path. How do these keep getting deleted? Yeah. That was that was my realization too. The resources spawned very, very far. And they're not great patches, so it's a lot easier to connect a bunch of small patches with trains. Because like our biggest outpost that we could reasonably connect with conveyors was here that we found. I mean, this would have been much nicer, but this was the only one we had revealed at the time, and it is a terrible, terrible iron outpost. It took us like 50 landfill to be able to utilize all the ore. Also, what's happening over here? Oh, we're battery limited. Interesting. Well, we could fix that. Probably worth it, right? This is an easy way. I don't think batteries are expensive enough to need prod mods. I'm not putting green mods in the miners. Oh, the only reason I did it for this one is because this was a very specific patch, and I wasn't sure. This was like, we needed this patch to keep our base running, and I wanted to make sure it worked as long as possible. That was the only reason for that. Like I just needed these to work like 8% better or 8% more efficient because I wasn't sure how long it would take me to find another iron lane. And otherwise we would have been left with like one lane of core mining. Yeah, I did see the expansion. It seems pretty cool. A little like simplified, more streamlined space exploration. Uh, it's not surprising at all. I feel like most people assumed that is exactly what it would be. It's still nice to have that confirmed, but I'm not surprised because it was either going to be that or like I don't know, some kind of underground update. I feel like we're the only two guesses I had. You're going full solar. Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing a small solar plant. But I would also like nuclear power. It just seems. Oh wait, nuclear power is a space science. Oh, we can start researching it. Cool. That is definitely high priority then. Oh, we also want mining productivity. Never mind, we can't afford that. Okay, that should work. Now we need more efficiency modules. We need more drills. We need belts. We don't really need this many trains. Or this many rails. So let's grab all the belts we can. All the undergrounds we can. Let's turn off personal logistics so they don't take it. Actually, this might not be enough. I've never had to place like a ton of miners at once before, so we've never needed more than 50 undergrounds. Yes, he is hired. I think he's a concept artist or something like that. I don't really know what that title means, but I'm pretty sure it's concept art. Just, but it could also, 100% be making that up, and that's not his title. That's what I thought I read. But I imagine also did a lot of just work on that. Every part of it. Is the tank worth it for nest clearing? I found it was worth it, but I don't use it to like attack. I use it to keep my character protected while I run in with landmines. I don't use the tank itself offensively. I just use the landmines. I just use it as a big shield. Railguns definitely better if you have it. I don't know how finite it is though. Like I know we have like a lot of shots, but I don't know how long it will take before I can get railgun ammo. So I don't want to use it a ton. We don't need the rails. Just the bots we can get rid of. We can get rid of those. What else? Oh, we need efficiency modules. Uh, Conveyors, we do need all of these. Requester chests. We were so excited about those, but we haven't used them yet. We don't need the cargo wagons. We can get rid of those. We don't really need rail signals for our single train. The ammo doesn't last forever. Well, yeah, if that's like your main thing combined with turret creeping, I could see it going through a lot. I mostly use it. It's really good for taking out the worms that are like causing me problems. Then I go through and like finish it up with regular ammo, or with like grenades or mines or something. But it definitely lasts a lot longer if you only use it on like the one thing giving you trouble. Or I did use it on the turrets right here to see what would happen if I shot my own buildings. They were instantly destroyed. It was great. Highly recommend it. Okay, that should be actually that's probably not enough efficiency modules. But we'll see. I think this is enough to make the base. We didn't bring any stack inserters, so we'll have to wait for the robot. We'll have to wait for the network to connect before the rest of the lane builds. Sure. They're probably all connected, right? We could count, but I'm just kind of like randomly placing them and calling it good. Okay, bots will build that. How do I get out of a vehicle? Yeah, my bots aren't that great. I don't know why I expected them to actually build things. We'll help where I can. There's nothing like super complicated about this. That waiting for bots is definitely slower. See, Roboport's missing. That's reasonable. That's because I'm nearby. I think whenever bots build the chain, it'll be okay. But yeah, there isn't a ton that needs to be like built over here, so I think it's fine to have this network. As long as it is actually connected, there is not a guarantee we got everything. We should also add radars along the way, so that way we can actually see, which will take forever to build. Wait, do we need radars? Probably. I was hoping there would be a better radar by this point. Okay, now we can go back to building. This is a very large patch, actually. In my mind, it was a lot smaller. Oh yeah, that's true. I could use the editor view. Or the, whatever they call it, the satellite view thing. Oh wait, if I put this one tile higher, I think I can get this entire gap without having to waste like an entire row of drills. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll put one here. Just so it stays running. Perfect. Okay, how many is this? I think this is too many lanes for what we have. We might need a red belt. How long are these? These are 26. Okay, so those don't need a red belt. But to connect all of these to this, we'll need to compress them into a red belt. Which is fine. These should, as long as they're somewhat balanced-ish, that should work. Okay, that's one lane. 2, 3. Okay, we can compress it into 2, right? Oh, wait, no, 2 would be 60. We can compress these 4 into 3. Would be a good idea. 1. Sure, that should work. Assuming I counted right. I definitely did not count right. Oh, that's not how those are supposed to connect. It works. It works. Okay, and then 3. Okay, this just makes it a lot easier to balance all the lanes. Because we have like 5 lanes here. Or 6 lanes. Yeah, we're gonna need some kind of compressor. Okay, that's okay. That wastes a few drills, but it's not a ton. We can definitely live with it. And then let's send these awkwardly down. Yeah, I like this. Kind of. It's an interesting design. Sure would be a lot easier to build this if we had brought roboports. It would have taken forever to build, but it would build. I don't even know if these are powered. I don't think that one's powered. Okay, I think that gets everything. If these connect, I think they connect. Yeah, we can come back later. I was really hoping that I could use bots for this, but that is not going to happen. We could upgrade from... Or I was hoping I could build all of this by hand. Then I did not realize the patch was going to be 192 miners. So that quickly made that not much of an option. Ooh, whoa, what is that view? I don't know how to exit this view. Does anyone know what button I pressed? Why? God, now I don't even know what view I'm in. In, okay. I pressed like a lot of different buttons and got very, very confused. Well, I pressed Y to go to this one, and I pressed N to go to editor mode, like at the same time, and I was very, very lost. Okay, how do I do this? This is too long for a single yellow belt, so we will have to use a red belt here. And then let's actually just move this and make it a larger compressor. I think is the strat. Which means we need to like just rebuild it. Okay. I don't think it's that unbalanced, so I think this is enough width. Yeah, let's assume that's enough. And then that's 6 lanes plus 7. So that should compress decently into 4 red lanes. Okay, I like that. How do I compress 4 into red? Oh, that's actually I didn't think that through. How do I do the second step of this? Is this an effective way to do it? I feel like it's decent enough. And then we don't need a compressor after this point. Yeah, this should work. We don't really need a prio either. I feel like this does the job. It could have been done way simpler, I think. Especially if we just like merged them earlier and then put them in a compressor. And is there even any point in doing a compressor if we're doing the balancer? Because the whole point of the compressor was to save belts, and I don't think it ended up saving belt at all. This is just awful. I'm gonna stick with it. It's yeah, I stand by it. I don't like it, but I stand by it. Now we can upgrade these, right? Let's place them by hand, and then they can be upgraded later. Yeah, it's not a good train, but it is real. It doesn't work technically, but it is placed. That's what makes it real. Right? It doesn't have to be good. It just has to exist. Oh wow, we wasted a lot of roboports on the way. Bots have almost completed the chain though. I'm just gonna go get some so I can complete it by hand. Also, I'm fairly certain that this train is slower than my jetpack, so I should really stop taking it back and forth. But I feel like if I have it, I should use it. Oh, it's definitely slower than the jetpack. It is easier to control though, which is nice. I don't know where I'm going. Maybe I shouldn't be using such a fast travel mode when I have no idea where I'm going. Ah, roboports, right. Okay. We'll go back. We'll go on foot so that way we can actually place the roboports because I do not want to have to try to place them like pixel perfect as I walk by. Wow, bots have already built like all of it by the time I got back. Cool. Actually, they've probably only placed like 2 more. Oh, look at that. It's almost perfect to use a grappling hook to get between them. Nice. That was definitely planned. They were spaced out exactly 1 grappling hook apart. Oh, wow. These aren't powered? I don't know why they're not powered. Oh, we just never connected them. That would have stayed unpowered for a long time if I had not come back to place this by hand. Cool. And then this one we'll just power around the edge, and then I'm assuming they're all connected. I can't actually tell because there's no power poles placed. Wow, that is missing a lot of efficiency modules. Can we speed it up by giving them things? Probably not. Actually, we might be able to. Does that help? No, it does not, which means the bots were probably already dispatched to place everything, which means we'll just delete this and take these bots back for personal use. I was hoping maybe that would speed it up a little bit. Okay, so we have 1 set of train done. The top lane needs a connection because the small power poles reach over exactly 2 miners. Did I stagger them at some point? Oh, the top, thank you. I forgot I separated that one to try to save like 5 miners. Okay, and now we need to do the same, but lower. And then this one is a much smaller patch, so it should be a lot easier to quote unquote balance, if that's a word we can use for whatever we just made. I don't think it's a word we should be using for what we made. But you can use any word for anything. It might not be the correct word, but you can always use any word. Like no one's gonna stop you. So yeah, we can say it's balanced. Okay, and then there we go. Make sure they're connected. Okay, that's not too bad. We do have slightly more than one yellow lane here, but I don't care that much, so I'm just gonna use a splitter. Okay, this is 4 yellow lanes, which means we could just do a compressor, right? How many wide is it though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 compressed into 4. Perfect. That's not gonna be a messy compressor. Darn, we should have made it 1 taller. Okay, let's see if we can do this. We're also just ignoring prod modules and ignoring the fact that these take longer to mine, so I don't actually know the number. I'm just assuming it's roughly 30 with the amount of productivity mods I have. I think my productivity bonus almost balances out the mining time. Not quite, but it's pretty close. Sure. Okay. This will work. It's perfect. Can my bots build that? My bots are useless. I mean, they're not useless. It's because I keep having them disabled when I need them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. I'm so good at making outposts and balancers and train stuff. You can tell I have lots of experience with this and never just solely connect full belts, and that will never run out. Which is pretty much what I'm used to doing. We're not defending this outpost either right now, which is probably a bad idea. I might place some landmines so that way if it is attacked, we at least aren't attacked as bad. We could have had landmines in the drills. It's kind of too late to do that, right? We could make a quick blueprint. Right here. So we can take this and we can go over what we've already placed. And then did that destroy anything? No, it did not. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, we do need radars. And then I don't know why I didn't place those. Were these ghosts earlier? I can't think of any reason why I wouldn't have just used smart belt there. Okay, power will never connect. Okay, now it should eventually connect. We're just gonna go through and connect this one by hand. Okay, so we got this, which should be putting a landmine in the middle of all of them, so that way we don't lose as much if we're attacked in our undefended outpost. And then we'll also put like a layer of landmines around them. And we can do the same here. Definitely wish I had realized we had landmines researched before I placed all the drills. It's not a huge deal, but would have saved a little bit of effort. This isn't too bad though. It's only like a couple minutes extra. Oops, that is not how it's staggered. Apparently we got off the pattern for like a single section and that's it. Okay, I don't think we broke anything there. And now we do a row of landmines. And another row of landmines. Oh my gosh, that is... my math is moving way faster than I thought it would. Perfect. Nicely defended. I don't know if those are in range. I think everything's in range. Okay, will eventually work, right? Yeah, I think it's just because we queued up like 1,000 actions that are very far from the base. Spots are going to be building for ages. Also, we're having an energy shortage because we just activated 92 roboports? That sounds like there aren't that many running full speed though. Yeah, if there were 92 running full speed, that would be like 400 megawatts. Yeah, it's a perfect circle. Just like SpongeBob used to draw. You first you have to draw a perfect face. And then you erase it. So once I erase this, it's going to be a nice perfect circle. But I'm not going to show that because we don't need to. Like we've already established it's perfect. So I don't need to show that once I delete the excess, it'll be a perfect circle because it definitely is. And I think let's test it. Let's figure out how to set up a train. Oh, wow, we can do it from far away. That's real nice. Oh, it's inaccessible. Interesting. Well, let's add it anyway. Time passed, or full cargo, or empty cargo. I don't know what a good amount of time is. Let's do 60. Because it also does empty or full cargo, so I think 60 would be fine. And then we can activate it. Nice, nice. Okay. Uh, we almost got crushed. Maybe I should have looked down first. Oh yeah, these are real nice. Wait, these are not red belts. We are going into we made these red belts for a reason, and then we just forgot about them. Okay. These ones don't need to be a red belt, right? They could, but it's not going to make a huge difference. Okay, and then I think it'll roughly evenly take from both halves, which honestly isn't great. I should be taking more from this, but there's no reason for me to balance both sides. I can't think it's that important. I mean, this is 8 million iron. This is roughly 8 times what we have available right now. So I think we're content. We also have the core mining. Infinite resources, so I'm saying, which is very nice. They are not working that great because of the power shortage, and they do take up like 80% of our power. Ooh, wait, hold up. That's not good. We're not getting enough fuel. Oh, that's a problem we need to fix. Where were the trains? Oh, that's true. You were promised trains. This is just train. It has two heads. Can we count that as 2 trains? There's one 2-headed train. Hold up, hold up. Okay. Train. My title definitely says train. Always has. Only one train. I was planning to do 2, and then I realized there's no reason for me to connect to this one. So I just made a very straight line. But hey, it's a starting train. I need to start somewhere. Yeah, circuits are great. First we need to fix our power, like real fast, I think. Because we are currently not producing enough fuel to power the engines we already have. What do you mean? It's always said trains. Or, wait, no, I just immediately failed at gaslighting. I tried my best. Also, what do I need? I don't know what a fuel processor costs. Oh, that's really cheap. If we can remember where we have engines produced, at least. Engines, not gears. Iron and bricks, I think. We definitely have a chest with lots of bricks. Okay, perfect. 11 fuel processors. Should be good. What's the issue here? Oh, the issue is just not enough fuel processors? Really? Okay, well, we could extend this one pretty easily. And then, oh, we can just go right through. Oh, we might need a stack inserter for this. Whoa, what was that? Ooh. I kept getting notifications saying I don't have this unlocked every time I use the upgrade planner. That's cool. I don't know what this means. Does this like make robots worse? That's neat. Okay. Apparently we're discovering the actual like space exploration part of stuff now. We're starting to understand it slightly. What are these limited by? Nothing. They're running full speed. Okay. And then we can fix this one too pretty easily. Actually, this one's much easier than the other one. Well, maybe not much easier because we don't have the inputs for it. Now let's just go around and make it a little taller. So that way you can actually expand these, because these need to be better. Robot attrition, how often they crash randomly. Oh, that changes based on the planet? That's cool. I expected it was just like a flat chance for every planet. Or for everything, not planet dependent. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that works. I don't know if we have enough solid fuel for this. I imagine we do. Depends if we start running out of oil, which we are running out of oil. Oof. It's probably okay. Okay, and then rocket fuel. How much better is rocket fuel for trains? 180 versus 115, and then 170. Oh, it is. I don't think that's worth it, actually. That's like a 2% increase over processed fuel. But the difference is I have to get it halfway across the base. I think at the moment, until we get a second train, we don't have to worry about it. Output missing one belt. Output missing one belt. Oh, yes, thank you. That would be quite bad. Yes, that is a very important bet. Can't you process rocket fuel? Yes. Rocket fuel is less unless it's changed over vanilla, rocket fuel is less fuel efficient than solid fuel slightly. Unless maybe prod mods make it change that. Maybe you can use prod mods, but then I don't know if you use more power. Because it used to be that this would be... This is 100 and... Yeah, this uses 120 megajoules worth of fuel to make 100 megajoules worth of solid rocket fuel. So you can process it, but it does use 10% more oil to do that. Maybe with solar panels it's different. Although I guess if we get to solar panels, we don't have this problem either. Maybe we should just build this by hand. I think we just need to build this by hand real quick. I don't think it's that hard either. Pretty sure we have everything we need. Because the faster we can fix our power bottleneck, the faster our bots start working full speed. Because currently we can't actually have this work full speed because power problems. Although I think now that the outposts are built, it probably doesn't matter anymore. Oh my gosh, 683 efficiency modules missing. It's a good thing that we put efficiency modules in those drills then, considering our power issues. Okay, what is backed up in our base? These are not running? Oh my gosh. We sideloaded fuel somehow onto the iron lane. Oh gosh, that could be really bad. Please tell me it didn't go anywhere. Oh gosh, it went everywhere. Where is this sideloading? Does anyone see it? Is it like a constant outload? I can't tell if it's a constant sideload or we just had a problem once. From like hand feeding fuel into places. I mean, obviously it's not loaded over there. Okay, where could we possibly be getting rocket fuel from? Did I delete something that had rocket fuel in it that just dropped on the ground? Or sorry, not rocket fuel, process fuel. Oh, well, I guess we just have to go manually clear everything. Definitely what we needed. I think it's a fairly easy fix, though. Fortunately, it is on the Priode side for a lot of these. So it's not as bad as it could have been. It's still stalled most machines. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's worse than it could have been. Because if it stalled every machine, we probably would have noticed it a lot sooner. But it only stalled most of the machines for a while. So it took a long time for its effects to be realized. This is not going to clear itself, is it? Like, ever. Especially if we keep feeding the fuel back into it. Wait, what? Oh, wow, that was very, very fast. I thought we would last a little bit longer without being attacked. Let's see. I think because we put all the drills over there that it will be okay. But I don't... Oh, gosh, what happened? I'm still not convinced we fixed this. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Because I think there's enough landmines over there that those, like, two spitters can't destroy that much. They will destroy a little bit and will be blink, but it won't, like, ruin the outpost. But biters haven't been much of an issue. We've been fairly aggressively pushing them, though, which helped a lot. So they're really only an issue when we make an outpost and then don't defend the outpost. Leftmost iron lane still contaminated? Ah. Oh, wait, iron smelter lane. So that would be this one. Right? I don't... Unless it's like halfway down the line. I don't see it. Oh. No, I still don't see it. Oh, this one doesn't even run, right? I forgot that one existed. Now this one is bricks and glass, which shouldn't be contaminated. But this one was backed up. Because we never it's been we don't really use that. That's like a supplemental lane, so I don't think it actually runs or needs to run. But just in case, it's still a very good idea to fix it. Ooh, this is... I feel like Spider-Man. This is great. If I walked in a straight line, that would have been way easier to do. But it still worked out all right. I'm going to save this because I don't trust myself. Bots will eventually fix that. We do need to push some bases. We did not bring any landmines or grenades. We were not prepared for this, which means... Honestly, we should just run. Or we could use railgun. No, we should just run. Yeah, we don't have any of the resources we could possibly... Yeah, we don't have anything. We need everything. We're out of grenades. We do have blueprints. We can use that to attack biters, right? Yeah, we probably could have used ammo and a railgun if my buttons for attacking biters was not so awkward, but I can't really switch between the two in combat. So that would be a bit tricky. Ooh, wow. Explosive cannon shells. Well, that would have been nice to have. Yeah, if you throw enough paper at them, right? Like if you think about it, they're basically rocks. Kind of, you know, they're alive and they move and they spit acid at you, which probably isn't that normal for rocks. Maybe in some games. I mean, the kind of in the Breath of the Wild, right? the bureaucracy of it. We just overwhelmed them with paperwork. The perfect way to defeat any enemy. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. You weren't supposed to attack me while I was refilling ammo. That's unfair. Hey, that's really expected. That's a successful strategy, right? Killing their spirit. I mean, you don't have to defeat the enemy. You just have to make them not want to defeat you, and then you win. That's probably something in like Sun Tzu, it's Art of War. Just in a much more fancy way of saying it. Okay, we got this. We have a tank. We probably should have paused farther away. We'll be fine. Okay, let's try these. How do I attack with this? Oh, this is nice. It's way worse than landmines. If I'm being honest. Landmines are very overpowered, but it is fun to actually use like the tank's gun for once. Yeah, this is the real strat with the tank. You just run for it and use it as a shield. And then you do that, and it takes care of the worms, and then you just hope you don't die, and that's why you have backup tanks. And then, oh wow, our inventory is full of something. I have no idea what. We dropped a tank on the ground somewhere. Nope, nope. Do not replace the mines. Oh wait, hold on. I got a message. It might be important. Okay, it's not. Well, it's somewhat important, but I can wait like 15 minutes or so. Wait, where's the other base? I don't know how I cannot find that. That is literally just a pile of corpses. Okay. Oh wait, did we not use landmines for that one? Okay, I was trying to go reclaim my landmines, but apparently I didn't need to. Because I already took care of it. Okay, and then let's not make the mistake of attracting biters before we place the tank this time. That tiny robot picked up a tank. They're really strong. You should see them pick up an entire like fuel refining plant. Those things have to be like at least 2 tons. Probably more. I would say there's a good chance it weighs more than that, but at least 2 tons. Metric or imperial. Yeah, the rocket silo is probably real heavy. Just imagine picking up the entire NASA plant. Well, that did not work great. We hit a rock and immediately were hit by like all acid. But that's okay. We just try again. And this time we don't hit the rock, so that way we can just drive by. A few of the robots on the train so it can fly. Oh, that's smart. I think you're onto something here. Like just poor man's helicopter. It's gonna be like that scene in Pacific Rim when they have like that 10-story tall robot going to fight Godzilla, and it's carried by like 2 helicopters. It's honestly a fantastic scene. I love it. Normally I don't care that much about like physics accuracy in movies, but it was really funny. Just watching like a giant robot carried by that. I do love the movie though, it's fun. Or the scene where they brag about like this massive robot that goes in water being made of cast iron. It has some good lines. If you haven't seen it, it's a very good cheesy mech monster movie. Okay. Our outpost should be safe, right? No, there's red over there. Which one? Pacific Rim. Honestly, I like both. A lot of people don't like the second one. I think they're both fun. But I'm a sucker for giant robots fighting giant monsters. Like, it's hard to make a bad movie if it satisfies those conditions for me. Maybe one day we'll recover these mines, because I'm starting to realize there's like 2,000, 3,000 mines littered around the world. Oh, I didn't notice that comment. Not just pick it up, but cram it in your pocket. Yeah, it's like we're a descendant of Minecraft Steve. Our pockets are like infinitely large, and you just keep fitting more things in them. Well, not infinitely large, but you can fit a lot. I guess that begs the real question: Are 36 or what is it, 40? I don't know how many. 48 stacks of gold cubes heavier than an entire inventory of rocket silos? Transformers? That's an interesting. What about giant racist robots? That is. Yeah, I guess that might be a reasonable description of Transformers. Transformers are fun. They're interesting movies. They have lots of. I mean, like story wise, they're not like the most interesting, but they have lots of cool explosions and giant robots fighting each other. I haven't actually seen the newer one with the robot dinosaurs. I feel like that would be right up my alley. Like that seems like the best of both worlds. Have I seen the original cartoons? Only a little bit. My brothers used to watch it. I was always a Power Rangers kind of guy as a kid, which I guess does also kind of have a giant mech. So that makes sense. Also, how's this? Nuclear power is a lot. Oh my gosh, it's 800 science. Never, we are not close to that. What are we limited by? Maybe we should stagger it until we buffer up rocket science. We aren't buffering science at all. Giant robots craving tacos. Now that would be the perfect movie. Let's filter this out. I think we're going to actually buffer science for once. Does this work? No, it does not. Oh, hey, they actually ended up on the right side. That wasn't like an important thing. Also, we could have just connected this directly to this inserter. We didn't need to split it off. I didn't realize how close those belts truly were. Oh well, not a big deal. It only wastes like one splitter, one yellow splitter at that. Does this work? I think it does, but we accidentally swap sides. Aesthetics are important. It is. Aesthetics are important. I wouldn't say this is aesthetically pleasing, so that doesn't work quite as well. But at least it's consistent. It is pleasing that it matches the same pattern as these ones. See, I'll take it. And if we're trying to match the pattern, let's redesign this one too. Okay, there we go. You think nuclear reactors are at least as heavy as rocket silos? They stack to 5. What do true, good point. They could even be 5 times lighter and they would be heavier per inventory space. And who knows? I mean, this is space exploration. There's probably much heavier things than those than like the basic silo. Like maybe there's like an ultra silo that's like 10 times larger than the vanilla silo. There probably isn't, but there could be. That seems like something that could exist. And then I think we're just going to start getting random researches that take only blue science while we buffer. Oof. These things are going to take forever to research, but they'll get done eventually, and then we'll go back to nuclear power. Perfect. We don't even have. I don't even know if uranium exists, actually. I'm doing all this work. I don't know if we can get uranium on this planet. It does say it has uranium. So that. And I mean, we can also use this, but we don't have a ton of this. A space elevator? Oh, yeah, that's just like a really, really tall, like, launch pad. kind of. There's definitely a lot more to it. But yeah, that would be pretty massive. These are not working. What are they limited by? They are limited by production speed, which means we could use speed modules and make it faster to get more out of the limited space here. Because I don't think we're super hurting for power anymore. Then let's make it a red belt. Okay, cool. That should help a little bit with our efficiency module production. I didn't realize it was using so many wires. I wonder if we can fit another assembler somewhere. That works. that does work. Although these are running full speed. I think we barely had enough wire. Now we definitely have enough wire though. Perfect. Okay, hopefully this will help build 588 efficiency modules. So much. So hello Trainsport, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. We got trains. I've never really used them before, aside from getting Gotlap in my burner only run. So this is all we have for now. It is a straight line that goes back and forth. But it gives us enough iron to keep our whole base running, so that's good enough for now. We will definitely have to improve it, because this is not expandable in any way. It can only support a single train, but I like it so far. There is one way to make it expandable. We could do an 8x2. Or we could give it better fuel. There's lots of options. Okay, that's only 2 options. So there's probably more options. We can also improve core mining. Currently we have... Wait, is this... This is still not built? Why? Is it out of Roboport range? Is it out of Roboport range? Hold up. That should have been built a long time ago. It must be like just outside of range. Okay, we'll wait for that. Paint the train pink. Oh, we can totally paint trains. So that's a good use of that. There we go. Hot pink. That's a good train. Oh, wait, you can do both sides separately? That makes sense, but I like it. That's fun. It never occurred to me you could paint the... I figured everything on that train had to be one color. But the fact that you can do 2 different engines is really cool. Okay, let's go attach core mining. We are supposed to be getting more than that. Oh, for a long time. But I guess we just never built it. Actually, hold on, that makes me wonder. Okay, the ghost does not count towards the core mining count. That's good. Figured there was a small chance that that was the case. But I was slightly worried. There we go. We don't have the power for this. We almost have the power for it, which means it should be okay. Yeah, especially since we'll get some power back once these kick on. Probably. Yeah, we won't get a ton back, but we'll get a little bit. Let's see, are we actually consuming all of these? We're not really consuming enough stone. That's actually really bad. Do we not have the prio set properly? Or do we just not consume that much stone in our base? Oh, this doesn't have the right prio. Does it? Wait, no, does it? Hold up, which one should be prioed? No, the prio is right. What's the problem here then? Oh, the problem is the balance. Right? Yeah, it looks like there's some balance issue. Like we're only taking from one side of the belt. So if we upgrade this to a red belt and sideload it ahead of time, that might help. So if we sideload it early, to make it that it can do a full belt onto either side would be good. Because currently we can only consume about 1 yellow belt here because of the weird side prios. Okay, so instead we'll do this. And then we'll upgrade to red belts. Okay, now it should be able to send a full red belt from either side. if necessary. Hopefully this will be enough to burn through the stockpiled resources too. If not, that could be a problem. Do we really delete? Oh, we were so close. Okay. There we go. Now we'll stay in place while it's upgraded. Okay, I think that will help with the prio. Eventually, once we all get them. We could also have done probably something like this. I don't know if that would have worked, though. No, that wouldn't have... never mind. That wouldn't have taken from a specific side. Okay, and then how are these holding up? I guess they're still not connected, so it'll be a while. What did we go to anyway with core mining? 8.6. Is it... Do we have 4 or do we have 3? We have 3. So we went from 20 to 25. Oh, that's pretty good. That's like a 25% increase in our core mining. I like that. And we did get a functional train. But I do have to call it there. I have stuff that I have to do today. So I can't play much more. I should be back tomorrow. Unless I do actually have strep. I have a doctor's appointment. So that's fun. We'll see. I don't think it's anything bad, but yeah, if it's something like strep throat or something and I shouldn't be talking, then there won't be a stream this weekend. But we'll see. So possible stream this weekend, depending how I'm feeling. But we got trains, which means next time we can just try to clean up our base maybe, or switch to like a mall approach or something, or a bus approach, which is much more easily expandable. I don't know, lots of things we can do. We also need to probably clear more biter bases. Oh, and we need to get oil. Oil and blue chests, and actually, those are the only specific things, so I'll just leave them. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for the follows. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.